I wasn't going to talk about the Donald Trump press conference, but there was some good stuff in there. So let's take a look at, first and foremost, the most important issue in the election. How's he going to lower the price of eggs? I believe he has an answer for that right here.
We're going to be changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, which has a beautiful ring that covers a lot of territory. The Gulf of America, what a beautiful name. And it's appropriate.
Moving on.
And you know, you can talk about windmills. They litter our country, the most expensive energy ever. They only work if you get subsidy. The only people that want them are the people that are getting rich off windmills, getting massive subsidies from the U.S. government. And they're very expensive. They don't work without subsidy. You don't want energy that needs subsidy. Energy is a good business. You don't need subsidy.
Yeah, you don't want energy that needs subsidies at all. Yeah, that says right there that just in 2023, that over 1 trillion U.S. tax dollars went to fossil fuels. That's energy, and tax dollars subsidize them. You don't want that. It's weird. I wonder why he picked the one energy that gets the subsidy and none of the others. That's bizarre. You don't want that, he said. Moving on.
We're going to have to settle up with Russia, Ukraine. That's a disaster. If we had a real president, if we had a president that knew what he was doing, Russia would have never, ever gone in. But they did go in, and we have a mess. That's a tough one. Much tougher than it would have been before it started, I can tell you that. A deal could have been made just by an average deal maker. Deal could have been made on that.
He said during the campaign that he would have that solved in 24 hours after becoming president-elect. It's been a lot longer than that. Now it's going to be really tough to get it done. It was supposed to have been done. When was the election? 24 hours. It was going to be done in 24 hours. It's not done. Here we come. He's about to be actually inaugurated. And it's so tough. So tough. It wouldn't be tough for a good deal maker. It's also, I don't know. It's almost like he's just full of shit, you know?
Two questions related to each other. First, you said on your first day of office, you're going to pardon January 6th defendants. Are you planning to pardon those who were charged with violent offenses?
Well, we're looking at it, and we have other people in there. We have to find out about Hezbollah. We have to find out about who exactly was in that whole thing, because people that did some bad things were not prosecuted.
140 police officers were injured by rioters on January 6th. Will you pardon anyone who attacked a police officer?
Well, you know, the only one that was killed was a beautiful young lady named Ashley Babbitt. But Ashley Babbitt was killed. She was shot. She should have never been shot. She was shot for no reason whatsoever. In fact, they say that she was trying to hold back the crowd, and the crowd was made up of a lot of different people, so we'll see.
Hezbollah was involved in January 6th. So Ashley Babbitt was holding who back? Who was she holding back? Was she holding back the FBI? Was she holding back Hezbollah? Who was she preventing from, trying to stop the certification of the election that day? Who was it? I thought it was a peaceful protest. They were just there to protest. But now I find out it was a militant group from Syria and the FBI. And Ashley Babbitt was doing her damnedest to stop them from moving on when someone shot her. That is something else.
Force to acquire Panama and Greenland. Are you also considering military force to annex and acquire Canada?
No, economic force. Because Canada and the United States, that would really be something. You get rid of that artificially drawn line, and you take a look at what that looks like.
I skipped over the part where the anti-war candidate talked about invading Greenland and Panama and taking whatever he wants through military force. It's kind of a weird thing for an anti-war candidate to be talking about doing, right? But that artificial line comment right there, that is unironically my position on borders. In fact, I feel as though we should remove every one of those artificial lines in his words, from the one between the U.S. and Canada all the way down to the furthest you can go in South America. Get rid of all of them. All of those arbitrary and artificial lines, they got to go. Welcome aboard, Comrade Trump. The next span of our life, who knows? Probably until we're all long dead, is going to be an absolute shit show.